today's world, sin doesn't look like sin anymore. It looks like entertainment. It looks like comfort. It looks normal. But normalized sin is still sin, and the more we accept it, the more it eats away at who we were created to be. In this video, we're going to talk about 3 deadly sins that society has made acceptable, expected even, and how you, as a man of God, can break free from their grip. Lust is everywhere. It's on your phone. It's on your screen. It's in your mind. Society calls it natural. They say it's harmless, but God calls it sin. Jesus said, "Anyone who looks at a woman lustfully has already committed adultery with her in his heart." Let that sink in. Because lust is not just about watching porn. It's not just that one app on your phone. It's about your heart. The enemy has taken what God made for marriage, intimacy, purity, oneness, and twisted it into a cheap thrill that leaves you emptier every time. The devil doesn't need to possess you. He just needs to keep you addicted. And for many men, lust is the drug of choice. So how do you fight back? You starve the flesh and you feed the spirit. Delete what feeds your addiction. Cut off the source completely. Stop flirting with temptation. Replace it with the word. Replace it with prayer. Replace it with purpose. Every time you resist, your spirit grows stronger. And when your spirit leads your body, you're walking in freedom. Sloth isn't just laziness, it's wasted time. It's passive living. You wake up late, you scroll, you snack, you repeat. You tell yourself you'll get to it tomorrow. But tomorrow turns into next week, and next week turns into a wasted year. The devil doesn't need you to be evil. He just needs you to stay neutral. And sloth is spiritual apathy. You were made to work, to build, to sweat, to lead, not to coast, not to numb your mind with entertainment and dopamine. Proverbs 6 says, "A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come on you like a thief." Poverty of the body, poverty of the mind, poverty of the soul. Start your mornings with discipline. No snooze button, no scrolling, no compromise. Get on your knees, open the word, and move with purpose. You're not here to survive. You're here to advance the kingdom. You don't need motivation, you need mission. And when you move with holy purpose, God multiplies your steps. Today, anger is praised. Cancel culture, online hate, passive-aggressive posts. You're told to speak your truth, say what you feel. But truth without grace is just wrath. And wrath, brothers, is weakness pretending to be strength. Ephesians 4:26 says, "In your anger, do not sin. Do not let the sun go down while you are still angry." Anger held too long becomes poison. It turns to bitterness, and bitterness eats the soul. Some of you have been angry for years. Angry at your father, angry at your past, angry at yourself. But God is not a God of wrath for his sons. He is a God of restoration, and he wants you to be free. Even when they don't say sorry, you pray before you react. You listen before you speak. And you remember that vengeance belongs to God, not to you. True strength is control, meekness, power under restraint. The man who controls his spirit is mightier than the one who takes a city. The world is trying to turn you soft, number addicted, lost, but God is calling you to be holy, set apart, renewed. If you've fallen into lust, sloth, or wrath, don't despair. Christ didn't die for the perfect, he died for the fallen. And your story doesn't end in addiction. It doesn't end in laziness, it doesn't end in bitterness. Your story ends in victory if you're willing to fight. So fight for your soul. Fight for your purity, fight for your purpose, and above all, fight to become the man God created you to be. Subscribe for more. We're building men of God in a fallen world. And remember, holiness is rebellion against a sinful culture. Be holy, be dangerous, be his.